Good evening. This year's award is the Nick and Christina Coussoulis Award. It was created to honor outstanding contributions to the athletic department by a member of the community in support of student athletes and the mission of the athletic department. It is named in honor of one of the university's major donors who has made the biggest gift in the history of athletics, Nick Coussoulis. This year's recipients are alums of CSUSB and a couple. They excelled at CSUSB academically and professionally. She attained her undergraduate and graduate degrees at CSUSB and delivered a commencement speech at CSUSB Palm Desert campus as that year's outstanding graduate student. He was a former men's cross-country student athlete who has proceeded to excel in the world of business. Together, they established an athletic endowment in the name of his former cross-country coach at CSUSB, Tom Burleson. This year's awardees of the Nick and Christina Coussoulis Award are Michael and Khozette Bracken.
Good evening. We are the Bracken family. This is my dad, Michael, and my mom, Khozette. My name is Chloe, and I'm a senior at Xavier Prep in Palm Desert, California. On behalf of our family, we are humbled and honored by California State University, San Bernardino, with the Nick and Christina Coussoulis Award. We gratefully accept this award and the responsibility it contains. My parents' relationship with CSUSB goes back to 1989, when Coach Tom Burleson invited my dad to become a member of the men's cross-country program. On this campus, in a class called Quantitative Analysis, is where my parents met. In a couple of months, they will celebrate their 28th wedding anniversary. It is fair to say that so much of their, and now my life, started at Cal State San Bernardino. My dad will now say a few words on behalf of our family.
Well, good evening, Coyotes. Before I provide a brief, formal comment, please know that on behalf of my wife, Khozette, and I, and the bank we co-founded, Community Valley Bank, a donation is being made in the amount of $5,000 to the Cal State San Bernardino Athletic Department for use during the 2020-21 academic year to offset the revenue losses elsewhere in your budget. Don't give up. Don't ever give up. These were the words spoken by the late Jim Valvano, former NCAA basketball coach at the 1993 ESPY Awards. At the time of his speech, Jim Valvano was terminal with cancer and died just 7 weeks later. Tonight is a celebration about you, the athlete, and your teams, and what you have accomplished both on and off the field of play. But the events in our world, nation, and community mean that tonight is a calling as well. COVID-19 has, in the interim, changed how we see and do things. Who would have ever thought of masks and gloves just to get an In-N-Out burger? And now you can fall asleep in class and actually do it from the privacy of your own bed. In recent weeks, greater attention is being called to the socioeconomic injustices that plagued our nation and communities for generations. There are no easy answers or path here on this topic. What there is, though, is hope. Hope that the spotlight will cause each of us to step back, look at ourselves and those around us. We may not have control over the actions of others, but we do have control over our reactions to the actions of others. Now is the time to show love to those in our orbit, to listen not just the actions of others, but the meaning behind them, to have greater empathy toward our family, friends, teammates, coaches, and people we see or meet on the street. See, all of us are athletes. It's who we are, it's what we know. Life to us is often through metaphor of sports. We all know that we win some and we lose some, unless you're part of Kim's 2019 women's volleyball team that doesn't know what a loss is. But what drives us is desire, hard work, dedication, delayed gratifications, and the ability to get back up. This leads me back to Jim Valvano. And if you never have seen it, please Google his ESPY speech from 1993. You'll laugh a little, you'll think a little, and you'll certainly cry. See, the United States is not perfect, never has been, and I suspect it never will be. But we have a set of ideals, values, things we should continue to strive for: freedom, equality, and opportunity. what the forefathers called life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. In this, let us follow the lead of Jim Valvano. Don't give up. Don't ever give up. Thank you and good evening.